Are you looking for the best photo printers? In this video we will look at some of the 4 best printers on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Epson EcoTank Photo ET8500. If you don't need a professional grade printer but still want high quality photos, get the Epson EcoTank Photo ET8500 instead, a variant of the Epson EcoTank Photo ET8550 we tested. It performs identically to the flagship ET8550 but can only print on paper up to 8.5 inches by 11 inches in size, whereas the ET8550 supports up to 13 inches by 19 inches. It also has a smaller 8.5 inch by 11.7 inch flatbed scanner, 8.5 inches by 14 inches on the ET8550. Wide format printing is more of a niche use, so the ET8500 probably makes more sense for most people. If you need wide format printing or a larger flatbed scanner, the ET8550 is an excellent choice, just expect to pay more. Like the Canon ImagePrograph Pro 300 above, this printer produces detailed and colorful photos. The main difference is color accuracy. It isn't wildly off, it just oversaturates colors to make them more vibrant. The pictures still look amazing, but don't expect them to be exactly like the original. One major advantage it holds over the Canon printer is its lower ownership costs, as it's a supertank model that yields significantly more prints. You also get a scanner that produces high-quality scans, which is great for digitizing photos. It has the usual Wi-Fi, USB, and Ethernet connectivity and can print directly from an SD card. At number 2. Canon Pixma TR8620A. Our best budget pick is the Canon Pixma TR8620A. This all-in-one produces detailed and vibrant photos and supports various paper sizes up to 8.5 inches by 11 inches. You can connect to the printer via Wi-Fi, USB, or Ethernet and print directly from an SD card. It has a high-resolution scanner, but the scan quality is only okay, so it isn't the best for digitizing photos. The main downside of this model is that, unlike our EcoTank picks above, it uses more traditional ink cartridges that run out much faster, so you'll be swapping them out pretty often. Thankfully, the cartridges are relatively cheap. If you have a larger print load, get the Canon Pixma G3260 instead. It costs a little more upfront but yields significantly more prints than the TR8620A, so you won't have to spend as much on replacement ink. Although it has a slightly wider color range, it isn't quite as color accurate as the TR8620A, as printed pictures have a noticeably warmer tone. At number 3. Canon Pixma TR150. If you're looking for the best printer for printing photos on the go, check out the Canon Pixma TR150, a print-only inkjet model with a built-in rechargeable battery. It has USB and Wi-Fi connectivity and supports Apple AirPrint and Mapria print service. You can easily connect your smartphone and start printing without installing any drivers or third-party apps. Printed photos look detailed and colorful, albeit slightly grainy. You'll have to replace the ink cartridges often, as they yield only about 190 color prints. However, they're relatively cheap, so you won't have to spend too much to maintain them over time. The internal battery supplies enough power for around 330 prints and takes about 2 hours to charge fully. If you want something even more compact, get the Canon Selfie Square QX10. It's significantly more compact, meaning it's easier to fit into a handbag. It also has an internal rechargeable battery. However, it uses dye sublimation to print photos and can only print on Canon's 2.84 inches by 3.35 inches proprietary paper. The print quality isn't as good as the TR150, though that's to be expected, as it's designed to produce more photos with a Polaroid-like appearance. The cost per print is much higher than the TR150, so it can get very expensive if you print a lot. Also, you can only print about 20 photos before the battery runs out of power. At number 4. Canon Pixma MG3620. If you need a cheap printer to print the occasional photo, we recommend the Canon Pixma MG3620. It prints sharp, detailed photos with decent color accuracy and does so fairly quickly, taking only 50 seconds to print a 4-inch by 6-inch picture on glossy paper. The main drawback is that it only uses 2 ink cartridges, one black and one tricolor. These ink cartridges don't last very long, meaning you'll have to replace them often. Also, since it uses a tricolor cartridge, you must replace the entire unit, even if only a single color runs out. XL cartridges are available, but you'll get fewer prints than a super tank model like the Epson EcoTank ET2800/ET2803. Thankfully, the cartridges are cheap, so your overall maintenance cost won't rise too quickly.